Hey everybody, I'm Kris. While Bayan Audio might be a familiar name if you're from the UK, they've only just started to bring their products to North America. Those products include the SoundBook X3, a pretty fancy looking Bluetooth speaker with some pretty cool features. Now, it might have the look, but does it have the sound to back it up? Well, that's why we're here, isn't it? Opening up the box, of course, the first thing you will see is the speaker itself. Rounding out the package, you'll find the usual accessories: a 3.5mm audio cable, AC adapter with US, UK, and EU outlet configurations, and finally, the manual. Now let's take a closer look at the speaker. The SoundBook X3 is undeniably stylish, from the metal to the built-in cover, which opens like a book, to the way the speaker is highlighted in the center. This thing just looks cool. The model we're looking at is in silver and blue, but it's also available in black and orange. If I'd watched Orange is the New Black, I'd make some sort of joke here, but I got nothing. Of course, looks aren't everything. What good is a speaker if it falls apart within a few months? This doesn't seem like it'll be a problem with the SoundBook X3. The speaker has a solid, weighty feel, and while I didn't toss it at the wall during testing, it feels like this speaker could easily stand up to a few drops or bumps. Open the cover on the SoundBook X3 for the first time and it will automatically enter pairing mode, making Bluetooth pairing a snap. You can also pair using NFC, but it's a little weird compared to other speakers, since the NFC logo is located inside the cover, i.e. the part that is normally face down on whatever surface the speaker is on. It's not a huge deal, but it's a little confusing at first. Of course, if you'd rather not use Bluetooth, or you're connecting a device that doesn't support Bluetooth, you can connect via the audio in jack on the back. This speaker also has a line out jack, which, for example, could let you use it to add Bluetooth to a larger home stereo setup. Looking at buttons, there are 5 on the top panel. The power button in the middle also allows you to switch between Bluetooth, aux-in, and FM radio modes. You've also got dedicated volume buttons and buttons for skipping forward and backward that are also used for tuning in FM radio mode. Bayan claims up to 10 hours of battery life for the SoundBook X3, and while the various modes can lead to a lot of variation in battery life, I found in my testing that I did indeed get around 10 hours. This was at reasonable volume, so expect less if you really like to crank it up. To help save battery life, this model includes a battery saving feature that automatically lowers the volume as the battery starts to run out. The SoundBook X3 also features a USB port on the back that allows you to use it to charge your other devices. Of course, this will kill the speaker's battery life, but we never get sick of seeing this feature. In testing the SoundBook X3, I used the FM radio a bit, but mainly used Bluetooth and the 3.5mm audio jack, with a ton of different music formats and a bunch of genres, as well as audiobooks and podcasts. For a short playlist of a few of the many songs I listened to while testing the X3, check the video description. As with every Bluetooth speaker, what you have the SoundBook X3 resting on is going to affect how much bass you get, but with this, no matter what I did, there just wasn't a whole lot of bass to be had. A lot of speakers make up for this by boosting the lower mids, but the X3 doesn't. In general, mid-range is a little boxy and muffled sounding. Highs are much clearer, but almost too much. There's a crispy sounding sizzle to the high end that could get unpleasant. While the speaker in general sounds a little unfocused, nobody can accuse it of being quiet. The SoundBook X3 gets loud, and it doesn't break up when you crank the volume. While there isn't any stereo separation to speak of, this speaker definitely sounds bigger than it is. If the SoundBook X3 was selling for less, maybe $200, it would be easier to recommend, but for $299 it just doesn't have the sound quality it needs for that price tag. I really wanted to like this, and some features, the FM radio and line out in particular, might be enough to make it worth it for certain people. But for the rest of us, there are better speakers out there for the same price or less. We're giving the Bayan Audio SoundBook X3 a 6.5 out of 10. And that wraps it up for this one, everybody. If you're looking for a little more detail, check out the written review over at SoundGuys.com. You can find a link to the article as well as to our forums in case you have any questions down in the video description. Now, are you looking for more awesome audio stuff? Then why not subscribe? There is a button for exactly that purpose right down below my face. I'm Kris, and thanks for watching.